Welcome to Tan Fan Thursdays. I'm your coach, Tander Tanaboli. Today's topic is how to forgive and let go. Let's begin. Do you feel like you're hanging on to some pain and resentment and anger or agitation as a result of something that someone said to you or some action that was taken that was very hurtful to you, and these are by the people you know and love, like your family members or friends or acquaintances? Do you feel like you can't let go of that pain? Do you feel like no matter how hard you try to forgive, you try to move on, you try to live in peace, but the thoughts keep going over and over and over again in your head, and you feel like these emotions surface every time you think about it? First of all, you must know that you're not the only person going through this. A lot of us go through this pain and anger as a result of not being understood or not being appreciated or valued, and we hold on to these feelings of anger, resentment, and pain. But there is a way to forgive and let go and invite peace and calm into your life. And you ended up in the right coaching session today. Number one, forgive you first. We have to own it first. We have to take responsibility for our own actions. We have to take responsibility for the pain that we're bringing to the table. We have to take responsibility for the triggers and the patterns we're going through. And once we do that, we can get a very clear visual of what actually happened. We have to be able to be brave enough, courageous enough to look at our own faults, look at our own fears, look at our own stoppers, to be able to forgive us first, and then that way we can forgive the other person as a result of it. For example, if someone provokes anger in me, I think, why is it that this person makes me feel angry? Because I am allowing something to take place. I am overstepping some boundaries of my own. I am overlooking some of my own values that I'm allowing this person to take advantage of that. And that's what makes me angry. It's not that I'm necessarily angry at the other person. I'm more angry at myself for allowing that to happen. This doesn't justify what they're doing. This doesn't mean what they're doing is right. It gives us only a direction of where we need to bolt down some boundaries and where we need to allow more of our top values to come in: love, trust, honesty, for ourselves first, so we can see and give that to others. Another aspect that we can look at is how many times did we allow that to happen? How many chances we gave? And we were hoping it would change. And maybe that's why we're angry at ourselves. Maybe that's why we're agitated. So we have to keep that in mind too. Number two, own it. As I mentioned in tip number one, we must take responsibility for our own actions. That means blaming, shaming, and pointing fingers at others. That means not playing the victim. Oh, this has been done to me. They did this to me. And that way, we're playing small in our own lives. That way, we're not at our best. That way, we're not at our highest frequency. We are playing small and acting like a victim, that this has been done to us. And that way we feel trapped. We don't feel we can get out of there. That's why forgiving becomes the last thing we can do, and our minds keep going on and on and on thinking about it, keeping all that pain and anger and hurt in and not being able to release it. So the moment we own it, the moment we take responsibility and say, I did play small, I am going to rise up now. I'm going to look at this situation from the top, not eye to eye. If someone is playing in a low vibration and low frequency and wants to play small, I will not meet them here. I will stand my ground and act from a place of love for myself. And that's how you can own it. Number three, you don't have to wait for sorry. Time is the most precious thing we have in our lives. Giving time to others is very precious. So we have to think about who we're spending that time with. Who are we giving that time to? And how much time are we spending for ourselves, to give ourselves love, to give ourselves that nourishment, and give ourselves the best that we can so we can recognize it in another. We have to be able to forgive and let go and not wait around to hear it. If it comes, that's great. If it doesn't, you know You're using your time to the best of your ability. You know you're using your time, again, not waiting and sitting around for someone to come and deliver that to you. You take ownership of your own time. You give value to your own time. And this is all because you know the quality of your life depends on peace, love, calm, happiness, and joy. And you know you can invite that in not by constantly letting poisonous thoughts and emotions going through you, but releasing and letting go and understanding that if someone is doing painful or hurtful things, it's only because they are in pain. It's nothing personal. It's not about you. It's about them. And that way you don't have to carry on and take on their pain and carry it for yourself. You just heal yours, understand that, forgive, and let go. I hope the tips for today have been helpful to you. And for more of such coaching sessions, you can go to my website at tandortanavoli.com or sign up for my YouTube channel. I do welcome all your comments and questions. And I can't wait to see you till next week. Until then, keep happy and healthy.